Question number 61. Imagine you want to predict the likelihood of individuals developing diabetes based on an age and body fat percentage. What type of machine learning model would be most appropriate for this task? So we have looked into another variation of this question. So you probably would be, if you are listening attentively, you would be understanding a particular pattern. Like some of these questions are slightly different, but it is trying to understand different type of logical reasoning and answer from you. So go through these options, and the correct answer is logistic regression. We have gone through regression, but I never explained what is logistic regression mean. Logistic regression is a type of machine learning model used for classification tasks. Unlike linear regression, which predicts continuous values, logistic regression predicts whether a data point belongs to a certain category. It is particularly useful when the outcome is binary, meaning it has two possible values such as yes or no, or true or false, or positive or negative. Question number 62. Imagine a company that has launched a new product and is running a promotional campaign on social media. They aim to use machine learning to gauge the sentiment of Twitter users who post about the campaign. What type of machine learning is being utilized in this scenario? Scan through these available options, pause the video if you want. We have gone through the answer explanation before. I hope you can answer this. The correct answer is classification. So what is classification? Classification is a type of machine learning where we train a model to categorize data into specific categories or classes. For example, it can tell us if an email is spam or not, or if a post on social media has a positive or negative sentiment. The main goal is to predict the category in which a new piece of data belongs based on previous examples. Question number 63. Suppose a retailer wants to segment their online shoppers based on similar attributes such as demographic data and shopping behavior. This will enable the marketing team to create targeted campaigns for new product launches. What type of machine learning technique would be used in this situation? We haven't gone through the answer explanation of this question. See if you can come up with this. The correct answer is clustering. So what is clustering? Clustering is a machine learning type that analyzes unlabeled data to find similarities present in the data. It then groups clusters similar data together. In this particular example, the company can group online customers based on attributes that include demographic data and shopping behavior. The company can then recommend new products to these groups of customers who are most likely to be interested in them. Question number 64. After preparing your dataset, you need to take the next crucial step before training your machine learning model. Considering the following option, which one should you choose? You need to choose one correct answer. Can you guess the right answer? The right answer is split data into training and validation data sets. Splitting data into training and validation data set leaves you with two data sets. The first and the largest of which is the training data set you use to train the model. The second smaller data set is the held back data and is called the validation data set, as it is used to evaluate the trained model. This method is essential for evaluating the performance and generalizability of a model, ensuring it can make accurate predictions on new and unseen data. Question number 65. Imagine you need to train a regression model using Azure Machine Learning Studio. What should you set up in the studio to accomplish this task? Let's scan through the options available. The correct answer is a job. A job in Machine Learning Studio is a task or a series of tasks that you set up to run machine learning experiments. A job typically includes steps like data preparation, model training, and evaluation. The benefits of using jobs include automation, repeatability, and scalability in the machine learning workflow. By defining jobs, you ensure that the steps to train and evaluate models can be reproduced consistently and can run on different compute targets, making it easier to manage and optimize resources. Question number 66. Imagine you are using Azure Machine Learning Designer to develop a new machine learning model. Which module should you use to train your model? Let's go through these options, see if you can guess the right answer. The correct answer is linear regression. So, linear regression is a machine learning algorithm module used for training regression models. It is a statistical method used in machine learning to model the relationship between a dependent variable and one or more independent variables. The fundamental idea behind linear regression is to draw a straight line known as the regression line that best fits the data points on a graph. Question number 67. Imagine you are working on a natural language processing NLP project. Which aspect of speech synthesis involves dividing text into individual words so that each word can then be assigned appropriate phonetic sounds? Let's scan through this option. The correct answer is tokenization. We haven't talked about this. So, what is tokenization? Tokenization is a process in natural language processing that involves breaking down text into smaller pieces called tokens. And tokens can be individual words, phrases, or even characters. This process is essential for various NLP tasks because it allows computers to understand and manipulate human language. Question number 68. Which two features of Azure AI services would you use to analyze support question data for main topics and to identify entities such as people and products mentioned in the text? Each correct answer is part of the solution. So you have to pick two answers to get full marks on this particular question. The correct answers are key phrase extraction and named entity recognition. So first and foremost, let's understand what is key phrase extraction. Key phrase extraction is a feature that allows you to pinpoint the main concepts in a text. By analyzing support question data, companies can identify significant talking points and common issues customers face. Now let's look into what is named entity recognition. Named entity recognition, or NER, can identify and categorize entities within unstructured text such as people, places, organizations, and quantities. In a real world example, if you look at for a customer support analysis, a telecommunication company uses key phrase extraction to analyze support tickets and identify frequent network issues, enabling proactive maintenance and better customer service. Question number 69. Imagine you are developing a system to recommend articles by categorizing them based on the entities they mention, such as people and locations. Which feature of Azure Cognitive Services for language would you use to achieve this? Let's go through the options available. The correct answer is named entity recognition. Named entity recognition can identify and categorize entities in unstructured text such as people, places, organizations, and quantities, and is suitable to support the development of article recommendation system. Question number 70. Imagine you need to identify the features of the Azure AI speech service. Which three elements would you select to complete your solution? From the list of available options, pick three correct answers to get full mark on this question. The correct answers are language identification, speaker recognition, and voice assistance. Language identification, speaker recognition, and voice assistance are all elements of Azure AI Speech Service. So, what is Azure AI Speech Service? Azure AI Speech Service is a cloud based solution that enables developers to add speech capabilities to their application. So let's go through this one by one. What is language identification? Language identification detects the language spoken in an audio clip, supporting multilingual interactions. Next is speaker recognition. Speaker recognition identifies and verifies the identity of speakers based on their voice, which can be useful for secure access and personalized experiences. The last one is voice assistance. Many companies use Azure AI Speech Service to create voice assistants that can understand and respond to user commands such as setting reminders or controlling smart home devices.